Johannesburg, Egoli, Jozi. Those are the names of the largest city in South Africa, the City of Gold, an African city. When one experiences the hustle and bustle of present-day Johannesburg, it is hard to imagine that just 134 years ago, the rolling hills of the Witwatersrand were dotted with only a few homesteads, grazing animals in the Highvelds grasslands. This all changed in the year 1886 when prospectors discovered gold on the farm Langlaagte on the Witwatersrand. This led to the biggest gold rush the world had ever witnessed. Overnight, a shanty town developed, which was the origin of present-day Johannesburg. This was the beginning of the city with the greatest diversity in South Africa, inhabitants from all over the world, but also from all over South Africa, as people were brought in as migrant laborers for different rural regions in South Africa to work in the mines as the mines developed. What defines present-day Johannesburg? For one, the movement of people. Johannesburg has the largest airport in South Africa, OR Tambo Airport, which is also one of the largest airports in the Southern Hemisphere. Park Station is the largest railway station in South Africa, and Johannesburg is also home to the largest bus terminal. Johannesburg lies at nearly 1,800 meters above sea level. This makes the winters cold, the summers are warm, and very few trees occur naturally in the Highveld climate. Nearly all the trees growing in present-day Johannesburg have been planted, making this the largest man-made forest on Earth. Wealth and status certainly define Johannesburg. It is the economic and industrial hub of South Africa. It is home to the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and most of the major banks in South Africa have their headquarters in Johannesburg. The inner city of Johannesburg experienced a decline towards the end of the last century. Most of the businesses moved to Sandton, which then developed into the wealthiest square miles in Africa. There are many five-star hotels, as well as the large Sandton Square shopping mall, with Nelson Mandela Square, where one of the largest statues of Nelson Mandela can be seen. In the last 20 years, many architects and artists have brought new life to the inner city of Johannesburg. Old buildings that were derelict were reinvented, leading to some of the fascinating areas such as Maboneng and Victoria Yard, where artists display their work. Inner city living is being advertised, and bioscopes, cinemas, and lots of restaurants and pubs can be visited. How do visitors get to experience Johannesburg? Many hire a personal guide. The topless bus operates on a large route around Johannesburg, where one of the highlights is the Apartheid Museum. The Apartheid Museum tells the story of this turbulent time in the history of South Africa. There's also a fantastic exhibition of the life of Nelson Mandela at the Apartheid Museum. Another major attraction is Constitution Hill. This used to be a prison and is now home to the Constitutional Court. Many visitors visit the Carleton Center. The center used to be the highest building in Africa until recently, which is now surpassed by the Leonardo in Sandton, which is 234 meters tall. The Carleton Center, however, offers the opportunity for visitors to go right to the top with a lift that goes 50 stories high. At the top is known as the Eye of Africa, and from there one has a 360 degrees view over Johannesburg. Johannesburg offers an endless variety of shopping experiences, ranging from world-class shopping malls down to downtown Johannesburg, where the Muti market is, and rooftop markets and organic and food markets, which have become very popular in the last few years. The skyline of Johannesburg is dominated by two towers, the Hillbrow Tower being the highest man-made structure in Africa with a lift, 270 meters high, 90 stories. It used to have a revolving restaurant many years ago. For now, it is the home to the telecommunications company Telkom. For many visitors, Johannesburg marks the beginning or the end of the journey as they fly or land at OR Tambo. For approximately 7 million people, this city, Jozi, is home.